Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of Transformation Corner with Aderemi Ayola. I'm truly delighted to have you here today. Today, we will be looking at the 5 powerful strategies to make this year 2025 your best year yet. And it will be from the scriptures. Our anchor scripture for today will be from Genesis chapter 1, from verse 1 to 4, which says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of the Lord hovered around the earth. And God said, Let there be light, and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God divided the light from the darkness." The new year 2025 has been created for you by God. And for most of us, it is still without form and very empty. The calendars are empty. The plans are not yet solidified. To make 2025 your best year yet, you cannot afford to live each passing day as it comes without any significant effort from you. If you live daily on whatever happens to you, you may just end the year the same way that you started it, because nothing changes just by wishing they change. Your effort is required. Whatever you don't make effort to change is accepted by you and will stay just the way it is. So the 5 powerful strategies we'll be looking at today are embedded in the acronym LIGHT. LIGHT. The L stands for look up to God. The I talks about intentional planning. The G is get to work. H is have regular reviews. And T is take a rest. So let's expatiate on our acronyms. L, look unto God. God is the creator of all things. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the one that created you. And He is the same one that allowed you to see this year 2025. So you need to go to Him and give Him proper thanks for giving you the opportunity to be alive in this year 2025. Thereafter, you ask for mercy, because it's only of His mercies that we are not consumed. After that, you want to pray a prayer of clarity and direction, which is asking God what exactly is His plan for you in this year 2025. What does He want to make out of your life in year 2025? What does He want you to do for Him? This prayer of clarity and divine direction is very important, so that you don't move about the year doing different activities but not actually fulfilling purpose. So you want to go to God, asking God very clearly, what do you want to do with my life in year 2025? What do you want me to do for you? And it's very important to ask Him that question, because before He formed you, He knew you and He has called you out for a purpose. And you want to walk in that purpose, not outside of the purpose. The book of Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "Those that wait upon the Lord, they will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagles. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not faint." I'm sure you want to walk through this year 2025 without getting weary. Then you need to look unto God. You need to get answers from Him. Clarity as to what you should be doing. It is very important. Many of our churches, they are observing fasting in this season. Please join the fasting wholeheartedly, because you want to hear God speak concerning your life. And that will help you move through this year successfully without any form of stress. And that is the strategy number 1. Look unto God. The second strategy that we'll be looking at is intentional planning, letter I. When we talk about intentional planning, it's simply writing down your goals and breaking them into actionable steps. Write it down. Don't keep it in your mind. Don't assume I would remember. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 says, "And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain, that he that readeth it may run." Please write it down. Write down what you have received from God in the place of prayers. Also write down the growth you want to see in different aspects of your life. An English adage says, the faintest handwriting is sharper than the brightest memory. Write it down. However, how should you write it down? Write it down in a smart way. Make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to you, and realistic and time bound. Don't just write, I want to lose weight. Write down the specific kg you want to let go of. So I want to lose 4 kg so that my wedding dress can fit in by March 2025. That is very specific, is measurable. By the time we get to March, we will see whether it was achieved or not, and it's relevant to you because it's your wedding dress. That's just an example, by the way. Write it down in a very smart way. Make it clear, make it something that you can review, you can measure and know whether you did achieve it or not. After writing it down, you need to break it down into actionable steps. When God wanted to fill the entire earth, he could have filled the earth at once. He had the power to do so. But if you notice from the scriptures, God took filling of the earth one step at a time. He created the light, he went to the firmament, he then created the dry land, he then talked of the seas. He did it one step at a time, not because he didn't have the power to create it all at once, but he was teaching us a principle. Break down your goals into little actionable steps that you can carry out gradually and will help you to end the journey on a beautiful note. So, strategy number 2 is intentional planning. Make up your mind. It may take your time, but make up your mind to write it down very plainly and break it down into actionable steps that can be embedded in your daily routines or weekly routines. The third strategy to make your 2025 your best year yet is letter G, get to work. Yes, get to work. Execute the plan. This is the hardest of the 5 points, and this is where 92% of people who set New Year resolutions and goals miss it. I don't want you to miss it, so I'll be showing you 5 principles that you should apply to get to work and will help you achieve your goals in year 2025. The first principle is the principle of consistency. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, said, "We do not rise to the levels of our goals, but we fall to the level of our systems." You need to put systems in place that helps you to be consistent showing up for that goal. You might need to have your goals. After you have broken them down, put them into a daily routine, weekly routine, and some of the goals will definitely be one-off, but you need to be consistent concerning your goals. So if you have them embedded in your daily routine, by the time you work on it every day, you should achieve the result. Take for example, if I want to bring down a tree and I go to the tree with an axe every single day and I'm hitting the same spot on the tree, after a while, what happens? The tree will fall down. That's the power of consistency. Ensure that what you want to achieve is embedded in your daily activity and in your weekly activity. By the time you repeat the cycle over and over again, you would realize that your goals are achieved. The enemy of consistency is procrastination, the I will do it later attitude. Don't let it deprive you of achieving your goals this year. Look at the reason while you are procrastinating that work. Maybe the fear, maybe the size. Look at it and try to address it. Procrastination is an enemy of consistency. There are days when you want to show up and procrastination tells you, do it tomorrow. Don't let it stop you this year. You got this. The second principle to get to work and execute your plans this year is the principle of prioritization. When we talk about prioritization, we're talking about doing the most important task that delivers the highest results. Using the 80-20 rule, you are expected to identify 20% of the activities that will deliver 80% of the results you require. How do you do this? Look at the task at hand. Look at your list of activities that you have broken down and identify the top 3 critical tasks that should be done to get you closer to your goals. Another way you can do this is to look at your daily routine, identify the important and urgent task, the not important but urgent task, the urgent but not important task, and the not important, not urgent task. When you break your task into these 4 quadrants, your highest energy should go into the important and urgent task. That way, you would achieve the greatest of the results that you expect to see. So prioritization is important so you don't do a lot of good activities that will not lead you to the end result. When you prioritize, you are able to do the most important task that delivers the highest result. The third principle is the principle of resilience. When we talk about resilience, we mean staying through till the end despite the setbacks and challenges. Why is this important? Setbacks are inevitable. Challenges on the way are inevitable, but you must have the staying power to go through whatever challenges that comes your way, overcome them and be able to still achieve your goal. For you to make 2025 your best year yet and execute your goals, you need to be resilient. There will be challenges, there will be setback, there will be different things that will come at you on this journey of achieving your goals, but you have to stay through and ensure that no matter what comes your way, you are not stopped. You use them as stepping stones onto that which you need to do. How then do we build resilience? Number 1, reframe your failures into learning opportunities. Don't see a setback or a failure as it were. Look at it from a standpoint of growth. Oh, I've learned how not to do this thing. Okay, I now see that this doesn't work. Then let me try this other approach. But don't give up at the sight of failure. Reframe those failures as learning opportunities with the mindset that your improvement is better and your effort that you have put into it is better than you not trying at all. Number 2, you need to refire. Get to work again, but in a different approach. Proverbs 24 verse 16 says, the righteous falls and rise again. Don't fall and stay on the ground. Rise again. Go at it this time with a different approach, and I'm sure you will be able to pull it off again. Then the third thing you need to do to build resilience is to trust in God. Isaiah 41 verse 10 says, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen and I will help you. Trust in the help of God. Know that God is on your side. Don't allow those setbacks push you down. Rather, trust God to see you through the journey. But you don't give up. Move on and you will see yourself smiling at the end of this year with your goals smashed. The first principle to execute your goals this year is the principle of accountability. Accountability can never be overemphasized. It is very important. Having someone or something that you answer to concerning your goals will help you stay through your goals. Of course, there are times that we get tired. When you have an accountability partner, the person will nudge you and remind you of the why. Why did you even start this journey? What do you need to do? Or maybe a tracker that also helps you. It will show you the scorecard. This is where you are at and how you can quickly adjust to still meet up with your goal. So accountability is very, very important. How do you stay accountable? Number one, you can have an accountability buddy. Could be your friend, could be your spouse, could be your boss, could be a sibling, somebody that could hold you accountable on the journey of achieving your goals. You could also have a habit tracker. You could design something simple with an Excel or a Word document. Just list your goals on one side and put every day the dates on the other side. And for every single day that you achieve the goal, you go into this your tracker and you speak it a yes. That way, over time, you'll be able to see whether you are staying on track with your goals or you are not. To further help you achieve your goals this year, I have created a WhatsApp group that you can join where you'll be assigned an accountability partner. It's a free community of go-getters like yourself. So you could join the group. The link to join will be in the description of this video. Join the group and we'll take it on from there. The fifth principle to help you get to work and execute your goals this year is the principle of coaching and mentoring. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 22 says, "Without counsel, purposes are disappointed. In the multitude of counselors, they are established." You need coaching and mentoring on this journey. Try to identify coaches in the sector of your goal, the people who can guide you to map out the journey that will lead you to the very end. You also need mentors, people who have walked the path that you want to work and are willing to hold your hands through the journey, giving you the needed guidance as you go along this journey. Some of this coaching and mentoring will be free to access, while some you might need to pay for it. If you need to pay, please pay. Let the desire to fulfill the purpose that you carry far outweigh the desire to keep your money for other things. Pay to access very good coaches that will be able to guide you on this journey. However, if you are able to get free mentorship, go after it with a heart of humility. And when they do offer you this free mentorship, please do say thank you. Don't run away with this entitlement mentality that after all, this person is meant to mentor me because he's my pastor or she's my aunt. It doesn't work that way. Learn to say thank you for the investment of time and their resources into you to see you grow. Coaching and mentoring grants you access to counsel that helps you achieve your goals easier and faster. Go for it, seek it, and get it. Now that we have learned the 5 principles that will help us get to work and execute our goals this year, let's move to the 4th strategy to make 2025 our best year yet, which is letter H. And that is have regular reviews. Genesis chapter 1 verse 4 says, "And God saw that the light was good, and he divided the light from the darkness." That tells me something, that God looked at what he has created all over again. He noticed and observed that it was good, but this light was together with darkness. It was coexisting with darkness. And God didn't want it that way. He separated the light from the darkness. A review helped him to see where he needed to adjust. So you also need to review regularly. You could have monthly reviews, you could have quarterly reviews, but it helps you adjust on your goals. It helps you bring your goals to perfection. It helps you look at the areas where you might need to tweak one thing here and there so that your goals will be accomplished to the perfect state that you want it to be. So regular reviews are very, very important for you. If God did it, you need to do it too. The fifth strategy to make year 2025 your best year yet is now the letter T. Take a rest. You heard that right. Take a rest. In Genesis chapter 2 verse 3, God rested after he had created. The caveat is, don't go and rest when you have not worked. Rest is for those that have labored, but you need to take a rest. And I'll be speaking on rest from two dimensions. The first dimension is rest your body. Your body deserves rest. Don't join the people that says, oh, I don't sleep. I sleep 2 hours a day. No, you need to take a rest. You need the body to accomplish this task that has been assigned to you. If the body is not functional, you can't go about fulfilling purpose. So you need to rest your body. Resting is very good. So take some time off daily to sleep, as the doctors have advised us. Sleep helps to improve your mental health. Your brain will be optimal, your mood will be good. It also helps to improve your physical health. You see that your immune system will be well boosted. You will feel good even in your body. Rest is very good for you. The doctors have said we should have 7 hours of rest on a daily basis, but for some of us, it could sound like a luxury to be able to achieve that. So what do? Find time, maybe on the weekends, stay indoors and repay your body for those times that you have stressed it. Because really, if you don't rest, I pray you will not be left to rest sooner than it is expected. So you need to rest your body. The second dimension of rest is resting in God. Psalm 55 verse 22 says, cast your burdens upon the Lord and he shall sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Don't go to bed worrying about things that do not go as planned. Tell it to Jesus. Bring it to the feet of God and let him hear you. He is the one that knows how to make all the crooked paths straight for you. When you bring all the things that are not going as planned to him, he will give you the needed guidance on the next steps. Worrying about what is not going as planned does not change it, but surrendering it all to God with the understanding that he is the controller of the universe and can make all things happen the way that he wants it to happen will definitely change everything. Surrender it to him and listen for the next steps, guidance as they will come your way. And once he speaks, run with them. That way, your goals will be delivered effortlessly. Thank you for watching today's episode. Until I see you in the next one, keep growing, be transformed, and be a blessing to your world.